in my journey and coming up as a kid that didn't get to see the game of football through a traditional lens, who was really worried about just being a great teammate and having fun and being on the field and working really hard and being humble and taking that approach. When I got to New England, what I found was hard, I also found that I respected a lot. Because all of those things that we did, all those things that a lot of other coaches and players weren't willing to do, we did at a really high level, and it paid off. And that sacrificial approach to how we do things is such an important part. And as linemen, right, there's no other group on the field that has that many players at one time. There's no other group that logs that many snap counts. There's no other group that's asked to do the job that we do, because we never come off the field, right? And we have to work really well as a team. And doing things as a team is what I really enjoy the most. So when I think about my time and what was important to me and why I had success doing what I did, I know the system is a big part of it, but living like a lineman is something that has bled through every other aspect of my life. Being sacrificial with my own time, being able to, stay humble when everybody tells you how great you are and the job that you're doing, and understanding that my role just requires me to work really hard. And I think in retirement, as I left the game, I wanted to take all those experiences that I had on the field, all that success, all those things I learned about losing in high school, winning like 7 games total, in college, going from really bad to really pretty good, and then coming to New England, being part of a transition. I wanted to transfer that, and that idea of living like a lineman, being humble, being sacrificial, right, putting the work in, and I wanted to apply that to the real world. Because when you play for the Patriots for 11 seasons, there's nothing real about that. I mean, people are giving you everything, you're working really hard for what you got, but it's not the real world. And so we launched the Life Foundation. We did that in 2003, officially. We've been working at it for a long time, trying to impact the lives of kids, similar to what you guys do. You guys have great initiative. You give back. You sacrifice your time. You work really hard, right? You're humble in your approach. You show up every day, just like a lineman. For what? Personal gain? So you get the pat on the back, the attaboys? No, you do it because you believe in it, and you love it. And so for me, that transition to go from an offensive lineman, an athlete, and then the real world, it was important that I could take all those lessons that I learned and apply them to something that made a real difference. And so through the Life Foundation, if you don't know anything about it, we work with young people. We work with kids. Over 8,000 kids have come through Chenoweth Trails, a 500-plus acre facility located in Ohio. The only reason that place is there is because we won football games, right? How cool is that? Like, you want to do something meaningful? You want to have like a real impact? We won Super Bowls, and I can tell you that none of those hold a candle to the highlighted moments in my life over the last 17, 18 years working with young people and making an impact in their lives and doing what we do through the Life Foundation. That's the coolest thing in the world to me, right? I've got 3 Super Bowl rings. Got 2 AFC Championship rings too, which means we've lost. Or as I like to say, when I left the field, in every Super Bowl, we were winning. I'm sure Brewski would have a problem with that. Or maybe Brave or some other guys, right? But I don't care about the rings. I care about what it took to get there. I care about the moments that I shared in the locker room with a guy like Junior Seau, who'd been and done everything in the National Football League. Perennial Pro Bowler, the guy who'd walk in your room and light up. He'd be like, "Are we tapped in?" "Yeah, hell yeah, we're tapped in. We are now because you're standing right in front of us." That's cool, man. That's awesome. And if you can take that passion of what you're doing, if you can take all that hard work and all the time that you sacrifice and all the things that you do, right, to really make an impact in everything you do every day, it'll translate and seep over into the other areas that are lifelong awesome moments.